It's the NFL. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Vikings set to go to work, and they're led by the leading passer in the NFC a season ago. Now in his 12th year, 6th as a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
I love today's NFL because it is high-flying, big-time action, some risk involved. But how about him eliminating all that last week? 3 touchdown passes, incredible yardage.
Yeah, almost 400.
Big-time game.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Travis Homer on the return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here come the Bears to take over on offense behind their 3rd-year quarterback, former Ohio State Buckeye Justin Fields.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. From the 50, here's Fields. He gets this to Jones over the middle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. Herbert powering up the middle. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields sliding out of the pocket. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Bears in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On play action, Fields. A slant to Jones. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. Fields throwing again.
He'll buy some time right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields.
A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. Jordan Addison back out now as the Vikings offense set to take possession.
He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him.
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses to see how...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Sent on the safety blitz, and he was able to finish it off.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. To throw, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Fielded just inside the 20. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bears take over.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
11. Hey, going out right here.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Chicago!
Velus Jones.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
And out now come the Vikings.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now the fourth-year man, it's Cam Akers. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. They go play action. Cousins under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Jalen Johnson blitzing from the secondary and picking up the sack.
The last run went so well for them, maybe they should have just handed it off. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Throwing, Cousins.
That is incomplete. K.J. Osborne, the one he was looking for.
And it's 3rd down.
You look at this Bears defense.
Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because
looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
From back at their own 10-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Fields now to throw. Left side, got Jones.
A huge play there for Chicago. 44 yards.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Again, Fields.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Velus Jones
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Over the middle and complete to Addison. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Here now, 2nd and 4. Cousins looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Cousins now from the 50. Slant pass complete to Akers. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. They'll go Madison up the middle. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. Pushing his way through. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Cousins, meanwhile, has this complete to Madison. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To throw is Cousins. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They snap it to Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. On 1st down, it's Fields. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's a give to Herbert. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Off play action, Fields. They'll roll him out right. The flag comes in, it's incomplete, and I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation.
Angel.
Play action, it's Fields. That is caught. Touchdown. Velus Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league. So they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the two, or I should say third and goal from the two.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the third interception thrown by Cousins. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. On play action, Fields. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Give him 30 yards there. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And out across midfield down to the 45. So we come upon, well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. No return here for Homer. It's a touchback, and they'll bring it out to the 25. A look at Velus Jones as the Bears get set to go on offense. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in the route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. 2nd and 10. Fields again. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He's got a man complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Fields throw complete here to Kmet. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Throwing again is Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Vikings are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Another carry now for Madison. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. Throwing is Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 68 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give to Madison. Touchdown, Vikings! Alexander Madison, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings get a bit closer. Cousins will try and throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
A look at Velus Jones as the Bears get set to go on offense.
So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. Touchdown Bears! Anthony Schwartz, 68 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Santos with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. Alexander Madison leading this Vikings offense out there to begin the next drive.
So we'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had there during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air. Yeah. I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
On 3rd down, they run with Madison.
And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. The slot man in motion right.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever.
2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Madison.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
On third down, Cousins.
Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on fourth down.
Cousins. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Cousins, and the throw here caught by Addison.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Throwing, Cousins.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Hey, Ken.
2nd down, they go back to Herbert.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Khalil Herbert.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. This is Alexander Madison out of the backfield with it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Cousins on first down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Cousins to throw it.
Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. And Hockenson going to have the Vikings first down as he'll get this up to midfield.
Cousins now from the 50.
This is caught by Addison. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Again, it's Cousins.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now Cousins. Toward the pylon, caught.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Boy, so what else could go wrong for him here? It's an illegal touching penalty on the outside.
Yeah, Brandon, that really wasn't a very disciplined play, was it? Because you got to know where you are on the field. You can't get that close to the sideline because...
There's Hockenson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll start by running the option to the right.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Fields going to keep it once more.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. That one looks like he'll throw here.
He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
Now the Bears going to call the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
They'll run with Herbert.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
They snap it to Fields.
Flush to his right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this will go out of bounds. And they're still short of the line to gain. So this is going to be a turnover on downs here.
Fields.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he goes out right around the 39.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. One last shot now for Cousins. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of